Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Morning Cup of News, fueled by White Cane Coffee. Brian Hagberg with you here on your Daily Local. Today is Wednesday, January 17th, 2024. Got myself a fresh cup of Dragon's Roast that we brewed right here at home. You can order your favorite roast to brew at home online at whitecanecoffee.com. And don't forget, the White Cane Coffee Cafe is open in the plaza across from Tops. Stop in, get yourself a fresh cup, get one of these special laser engraved tumblers, get it filled with your purchase. When you bring it back, get 50% off your refill as part of the White Cane Coffee Mug Club. While you're there, you can pick up maybe a breakfast burrito, cinnamon roll, scones are great as well. And if you stop in around lunchtime, soup and sandwiches now available at the White Cane Coffee Cafe as well. If you can't make it down to the cafe, well, that's not a problem. White Cane is also available on DoorDash. Just place your order, have your favorites delivered right to your door. And now on to today's news. There are a number of school districts operating on a 2-hour delay today across the region, including the Forest Area School District, the Corey Area School District, Kane Area School District, and Titusville Area School District. The North Clarion County School District is on a remote learning day today. The Forest Service announced that the Allegheny National Forest officials are extending the public outreach period to fill committee member seats for the Secure Rural Schools Allegheny Resource Advisory Committee that covers Elk, Forest, McKean, and Warren counties. The deadline for applications is now February 15th, 2024. RACs were established as a provision of the Secure Rural Schools and Community Self-Determination Act of 2000. The legislation sets aside funding for projects that improve watershed function and promote community economic development. Typically, the Secure Rural Schools Allegheny RAC meets once a year to review and make recommendations on project proposals submitted for this funding. By law, the 4-year term committee is composed of a wide representation of national forest-related interests organized into 3 categories. Each RAC has 15 members with a balanced and broad representation of interests in the 3 categories, which include Category 1 is organized labor or non-timber forest product harvester groups, developed outdoor recreation, off-highway vehicle users, or commercial recreation activities, energy and mineral developmental interests, commercial or recreational fishing interests, commercial timber industry, holders of federal grazing or other land use permits, and representatives of non-industrial private forest landowners within the area for which the committee is organized. Category 2 is nationally recognized environmental organizations, regionally or locally recognized environmental organizations, dispersed recreational activities, archaeological and historical interests, nationally or regionally recognized wild horse and burro interest groups, wildlife or hunting organizations, and watershed associations. And Category 3 is holders of state or local elected office, representatives of American Indian tribes within or adjacent to the area for which the committee is organized, school officials or teachers, and the affected public at large. Members must reside within Pennsylvania and, to the extent practicable, provide local representation in each category. To apply for the Secure Rural Schools Allegheny RAC, please download Form AD 755 and either email it to dale.reedus@usda.gov or mail it to Dale Reedus at 4 Farm Colony Drive in Warren, PA, zip code 16365. Today is the deadline for current high school juniors who live in a home with electricity supplied by the Warren Electric Cooperative to submit their application to earn an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. this summer. The trip is being offered through the National Rural Electric Youth Tour Program, sponsored by the National Rural Electric Cooperative Association. Any student who is currently a junior in high school and whose home is provided electric service by the WEC is eligible to apply. Once students obtain their parents' WEC account number, they can apply to attend the youth tour at warrenec.coop/youth tour. As part of the application process, candidates will be asked to complete a 250 to 500 word essay discussing the following. What did a rural household look like in 1940 prior to the delivery of electric service in terms of heat, food preparation, food storage, lighting, security, and communication? The essay should conclude with a paragraph discussing the most vital use of electricity that a student uses daily. For example, what would they miss the most if they did not have access to electrical service? Completed applications, again, must be submitted by today. Candidates who have submitted a completed application will then be scheduled for a short interview during the first 2 weeks of February. And finally, students selected by the WEC Board of Directors will be notified at the end of February. It is a chilly one out there today. We'll have your full daily forecast right after this.
The only thing worse than being stuck at home is being stuck at home without coffee. We can't let that happen. Browse our selection and order online. From sweet to tangy, hot or iced, we have something for you. White King Coffee, because every cup makes a difference. Cheers.
And welcome back to your morning cup of news, fueled by White Cane Coffee. Brian Hagler with you here on your daily local. And now let's take a look at the weather forecast for today from the National Weather Service in State College. There is a wind chill advisory still in effect for Warren and Forest counties that runs through 10 a.m. for Warren County and noon for Forest County. Today will be mostly sunny with a high near 17 degrees. Those wind chill values could drop to negative 15. Southwest winds will be at 13 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 26. There's a chance of snow after 1 a.m. The rest of the night will be mostly cloudy with a low of around 13 degrees. Again, wind chill will still be in effect, dropping temperatures to near zero. Southwest winds will be at 13 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 24. The chance of precipitation overnight is 30%. Another big night in high school sports action last night. Our Andy Close will have all the recaps for you when we come back with your morning cup of sports right after this.
Have you ever wanted to play an instrument? The Warren Music Conservatory is the area's only choice for premier music education, with the area's top music instructors giving you fun and exciting music lessons for a variety of instruments and styles. The Music Conservatory also rents and repairs instruments of all types. And don't forget to stop in and check out our student bookstore for your musical supplies like strings, sticks, picks, and more. What are you waiting for? Stop dreaming. Start doing today.
And now here's your morning cup of sports with Andy Close.
Good Wednesday morning, January the 17th. It's time for your morning cup of sports fueled by White Cane Coffee. Using a 20-9 run in the fourth quarter, Eisenhower remained unbeaten in region play with a 53-40 win over Cochranton in a game you could watch right here on the YDL Sports Network. Cochranton had pulled even with Eisenhower late in the third quarter, but the Knights responded with a 10-3 run to help put the game out of reach. We kind of fell apart a little bit in the third quarter, and we just had to stay together, said Eisenhower's Kyler Black. It's definitely helpful for us to be able to just flip a switch and go score whenever we want. Eisenhower led by 5 after the first quarter, 15-10, but Cochranton's Dawson Carroll knocked down back-to-back three-pointers to help keep Cochranton in the game. Austin Hansen scored 11 of his game-high 18 points in the fourth quarter for Eisenhower, while Chris Bunk had 14 points, Casey Seymour 10, and Black 9. We all know that we have 5 or 6 people that can go for 20 on any given night, Black said. We all have that trust, and when somebody's hot, we give them the ball. Dawson Carroll led the Cardinals with 12 points, and Brady Rind added 11. At Franklin, the Warren boys dropped a heartbreaker to the Knights in their Region 6 opener, 56-54. Franklin's Jalen Wood hitting a jumper with 5 seconds remaining to break a 54-all tie. Warren's Tommy Nyquist pushed the ball back up the court with no timeouts and got up a shot from just inside half court, but it was off the mark for the Dragons. Warren trailed by 10 with 3:14 to play, going on a 10-0 run to rally to tie the game. That started with a pair of Brady Burdine free throws and also included a 3-point play from Connor Hoffman and a traditional 3 by Logan Chrissy with 1:18 to play to tie the game. Franklin retook the lead on a pair of Wood free throws with 46 seconds to play, but Burdine came back down the court and hit a shot for Warren with 32 seconds left not to score back up once again. Cole Buckley had 26 points to lead Franklin, including 11 in the fourth quarter, while Wood had 10. Burdine scored 23 points to lead the Dragons, while Chrissy had 18 and Braylon Barnes 8. Elsewhere is Rocky Grove 70, Youngsville 34, on the strength of a 22-4 first quarter run for Rocky Grove. Landon Carter finished with 23 points, while Noah Bauman had 21, and Schiffer Anderson 10 points and 10 assists. Nathan Lux led Youngsville with 13 points, and Rylan Benton netted 8. Looking ahead to today's action, weather permitting, Johnsonburg travels to Sheffield to take on the Wolverines in an AML clash. That is your morning cup of sports, fueled by White Cane Coffee. Have a great Wednesday, everybody.
Thank you for that, Andy. And don't forget to head to yourdailylocal.com throughout the day for all the news you need when you need it. You can also like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. Just search Your Daily Local on your favorite social media channel. Hit that like, subscribe, or follow button. You can subscribe to our weekly email newsletter online at yourdailylocal.com. Just fill in the fields with your name and email address, hit that submit button, and get our newsletter delivered right to your inbox. Don't forget to tune in every weekday morning at 8:30 a.m. for your morning cup of news, fueled by White Cane Coffee. And every Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. as White Cane Coffee presents Coffee and a Conversation, where we sit down with someone from the community to talk about the people, places, events, and happenings throughout the region that matter most to you. Always a great conversation you won't want to miss every Saturday morning at 9:30. Of course, if you know someone we should be speaking with, let us know. News at yourdailylocal.com. Tell us who it is, why we should sit down with them. We'll make every effort to make that happen for you. That will wrap it up for your Wednesday. Hope everybody stays warm out there today. And remember, if you change one life, you change the world. Cheers.
You know what would make that better? A cup of White Cane coffee.
Wow, that really is great coffee.
White Cane coffee, because every cup makes a difference.
It's not just about music lessons. It's about hard work, perseverance, dedication, self-expression, making memories. Let's make memories together.